Welcome to Elevate Your Mind with Ale. Today you'll learn what the new moon in Leo represents and what energy it brings to you based on your rising sign. So this new moon in Leo is an astrological event that occurs when the moon is in conjunction with the sun in the sign of Leo. This event represents a time of new beginnings, creativity, self-expression, and Leo is a fire sign that is associated with confidence, courage, and leadership. During this time, you may feel a surge of energy and a desire to take action toward your goals. This new moon is a great time to focus on your passions and creative pursuits. Take some time to think about what brings you joy and fulfillment, and how you can incorporate more of these activities into your life. This is also a good time to take risks and step outside of your comfort zone. Embrace your inner confidence and let your light shine. Overall, the new moon in Leo is a powerful time for self-discovery and personal growth. So, use this energy to manifest your dreams and make positive changes into your life. And remember to stay true to yourself and your values, and trust in your abilities to achieve your goals. Okay, so I have 9 things that I consider you try this new moon in Leo. And just so you know, the new moon in Leo happens between late July and late August. So the first thing that I'm going to recommend to you is to set an intention. You can use this new moon in Leo as an opportunity to set your intentions for yourself. You can write them down, what you want to accomplish in the coming weeks or even the coming months, and truly visualize yourself achieving those goals. And since we are talking about Leo here, you should get creative. Leo is a sign that is associated with creativity and self-expression. So, use this new moon as an opportunity to explore your artistic side. Paint, draw, write, or do whatever creative activity speaks to you. Too many people completely neglect their creativity. We all have a creativity streak. For some of us, it comes out in art, and for others, in the kitchen, or doing crafts, or even creating mind-blowing spreadsheets. Whatever creativity means to you, now is the time to get back in touch with that part of you. Doing this once a year at the time of the Leo new moon means it never gets to lie dormant for too long. Adults are so often serious. The Leo new moon brings a chance to lighten things up. Alright, so express yourself. Since the Leo is also associated with self-expression, use this new moon to communicate your thoughts and feelings to others. Speak your truth, and don't be afraid to share your ideas and even your opinions. You should also love yourself. Pay something forward. Be giving. Open your heart. Leos get a lot of stick for boasting about themselves. But do you know what I say? Good on them. One of the most important things we can do for our well-being is to love ourselves. So use the power of this month's new moon to get back in touch with whatever is so great about you. This doesn't have to be about arrogance. It's about self-love, and love is never arrogance. So work on your confidence and even your leadership skills. Now, it's also a good time to spoil yourself and then spoil someone you love. Indulge. Live a little. Leo is represented by the bright and hot sun. When the new moon is in Leo, it's time to walk your walk, talk your talk, shake your shimmy, and generally remember that you are a hot little number with a lot to offer to the world. There are no prices for hiding your light under a bushel, okay? So it's time to practice self-care. Leo is a sign that is associated with self-love and self-care. So take some time to pamper yourself during this new moon. Take a relaxing bath, get a massage, or do something that makes you feel good. Now, it's also a really good time to connect with others. Leo is a social sign, so use this new moon as an opportunity to connect with friends and family. plan a get-together or reach out to somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Build connections with others is a very important part of self-care and even personal growth. So this would also be a good time to show off. The Leo new moon is a time to celebrate life, and we all get to enjoy it. No matter what our sign is, the Leo energy is generous, fun, and even a tad show-offy. But guess what? We all have Leo in our chart somewhere, and this month, the part of our chart is being triggered. As Oprah Winfrey says, the more we praise and celebrate our lives, the more we have to praise and celebrate. This is also a great time to take a holiday, so dream up your next gateway. And the last thing that I suggest for you is to flirt. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Leo energy is all about the fun of flirtation, and you're never too old for that. On the days after the new moon in Leo, there's a good chance you'll feel a good buzz in the air. Whether you're with your beloved or seeking a few thrills, or single, or you're ready to mingle, bring sexy back. Enjoy a romantic evening. Wine and dine someone. If you are single, wine and dine a friend, just for the pure fun of it. And remember to be creative, fun, flirty, show off, and to love yourself. And this means to spoil yourself as well. So now you learned that the new moon in Leo is a time for self-expression, creativity, and taking bold actions, right? So now let me tell you how it's going to affect all the rising signs. And if you don't already know what your rising sign is, go ahead and pause this video, and then you can just jump right into your own rising sign. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Hello there, Aries rising. This new moon may bring out your inner performer, and you'll feel inspired to take center stage and show off your skills. Because this new moon, you are to focus on your 5th house, and the 5th house is known as your fun zone. The 5th house is part of your chart related to sexy romance. It's about creativity and even children, whether that is your children or even someone else's. So when the new moon in Leo hits, it's going to be all about creativity, kids, and romance, and can be about one of those things or all 3 of those subjects. You can expect fun and laughter, time with kids, and creative surges. So be open to having fun, to spending some time with kids, whether this is your own kids or your siblings' kids or any kind of kids that might be around you. And all those surges that come to you, you need to go for it. You need to do something. You need to take action towards those creative things that are coming to you. Now, if you do new moon wishes, I suggest you wish to remember that life is a game, okay? And you are the player. How are you going to play this life? Are you going to be a boring stick in the mud, or are you going to have the best time of your life? I've always said this, but visualization is a very important part to manifesting what you truly desire in your life. So I want you to visualize having a great time with people who you love. Just truly visualize that. The idea that you should keep in mind is life is as fun as we make it. So make it fun. Don't make it boring. Sometimes we tell ourselves like, my life isn't fun, my life is boring, well, what are you doing? Are you doing something about it? Are you trying new things? Are you going to new places? Or are you doing the same boring things? You need to stop doing boring things and get out there and try new things. If you stay doing the same things and you don't like the situation and you're in, how do you expect things to change if you don't change anything about it? The part of your chart being triggered relates to the 3 main areas, which is creativity, children, and even sexy romance. as opposed to the serious stuff, right? So when it comes to the creativity, if you're a bit of a closet artist, for the next 4 weeks will give you an excellent chance for you to work out your skills and try it out. Go and buy the things that you need. Go and ask for people to lend you some items if you don't have the income for it. Just go for it and actually try your very best. And where the sexy romance is concerned, try teaming up with a new romance. Try a new partner. Go out on dates. Try something romantic that you would never do. Even a possible old romance can feel brand new if you make the most of it. So if you are already in a relationship, if you are married, you can still be romantic. You can still feel that romance from when you first started going out. You just have to put some effort into it. And even if you are a woman and say your man isn't romantic, okay, that's fine. You go be romantic for him. You take the lead. You take the chance. You make a change. If you want the change, you make the change. And where kids are concerned, whether these are your kids, like I said, or someone else's kids, this is a really big issue because kids, they don't care about bills. They don't care about the serious stuff. They just care about having fun. So if you are around them, they're going to put your shoes into their shoes. Think how a kid would think, because they aren't going to be thinking about the serious things. They're going to be thinking about how much fun can I have? How can I do this? Their head is filled with creative things that they're always doing. Think like a kid and let that energy flow to you. Now, if you are into meditation, then you are on the right track. And if you aren't, if you've never tried it, then you should give this a try. I have a little sentence that you can say before or after your regular meditation, and that is, my inner child will have a blast this month. Because you should treat your inner child to some fun, okay? Now, a ritual that I suggest you try out, even if it sounds crazy and silly, is to laugh out loud. Sometimes as an adult, we're serious and we forget that, it's not that serious. We need to smile. We need to laugh. And you might say, well, I have nobody to make me smile. I have nobody to help me out and helping me feel happy. You have yourself, okay? You have yourself. You can make yourself smile. You can make yourself laugh for at least 1 minute, even if you look like a crazy person in a train or something, okay? Just straight up start laughing and trick your mind into believing that you're having a good ass time. Now, let me give you a few things that you can try if you've never tried these things. So you can get into the Leo energy, and that is to take up some kind of class that is erotic and physical, something that sums up your 5th house of fun, creative, romantic, anything that has to do with those 3 things. Take up a class in it, whether that is a belly dancing, tap dancing, any kind of class that makes you be more creative, be more fun, and be more romantic. Go and take the class. Now, since we are talking about the 5th house and it has to do with kids, think about, if you are a very creative person, think about something that a kid would enjoy. Think about it and create it for them, for either a kid of your own or for a kid that you may know. Now, if you aren't in a relationship, I suggest that you try being romantic with the next partner that you are with. And if you are in a relationship, I suggest you try being romantic. You can take your partner on an adventure. Plan out a little adventure. Take your partner painting. Take your partner anywhere, really. Be creative. And if you don't want to take anyone anywhere, just do your own thing. Go to the park and paint the landscape, paint whatever you want. Do something creative for yourself. and do whatever you think is fun. And if fun means having a party, then throw a party. If fun, whatever fun means to you, do it. Just do it. Just go for it. So I have 3 affirmations that you can say on the nights of the new moon in Leo and for the following 4 weeks after that. And that is, life is sweet. I now release my inner child for some fun, and I am a creative being and my juices are flowing. You can say this multiple times a day, which I truly recommend, so you can truly absorb it into your brain and you can implement it into your daily life. Now, if you are an essential oil person, then I recommend cinnamon. Cinnamon is a lesser known oil that is really useful for the 5th house. For one thing, it's an aphrodisiac, and this part of your chart has a very flirty feel to it. It controls blood sugar, and in other words, if you've been going wild with your 5th house and having a little bit too much fun, it can regulate things for you. It's also known as one of the happy making essential oils, and this part of your chart is all about having fun, so why not try some cinnamon oil? Now, the mantra that I suggest you try on this new moon in Leo is the mantra VAM. Now you can listen to the mantra without even saying it, or you can chant it. You can do this out loud, silently. You can listen to it or chant it while you are in the shower. You can do it before or after you meditate, or honestly at any time that feels right to you. And this is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on this month. And the chakra that you need to work on this month is your sacral chakra. This is the chakra associated with food and sex, and how apt for the part of your chart that's all about having fun, right? It's all about your ability to know what you want, what will help you do, what will help you to enjoy life, what will feel good. And it's also about your willingness to feel your emotions and to allow yourself to have a good time. And if you already know, the color is orange. So research the sacral chakra and how you can tap into it. Now, the last thing that I have for you, Aries rising, is a universal law. And this month, the law for you is the law of cause and effect. So accept that everything happens for a reason. There is a cause and an effect. And to put it in another way, nothing happens by chance. For every action, including our thoughts, there's a reaction or a consequences. We reap what we sow. What does this mean to you? Notice what happens this month and ask yourself, why did that happen? And if you're like, what are you talking about? Well, if you think a thought, is that thought good or bad? Okay, ask yourself. And then ask yourself, how do I feel after this thought? Well, the thought affects how you feel, and it affects how you have your day and how you have your outcome. So say that you trip, okay? Because we've all been there. We've all tripped. There's always some of us that are a little clumsy. If you trip, what will your reaction be? Oh my God, are you serious? I can't believe I just tripped. Like, who put this there? Who threw this trash here? That's a very negative way of reacting to something that you had no control over. Or you could say, oh wow, somebody left this trash here. Let me pick it up. Let me throw it away so nobody else trips. That's two very different ways of reacting. The first reaction, you are going to be negative. You are going to be mad at the world. You are going to have it in your face. We're going to be able to see it in your face that you are upset, that you are mad, that something is wrong. As to the second one, you are unbothered. Something that happened to you was unbothering to you. It didn't affect you. It didn't affect how you felt. And so you go out to your day and you have a good day because you didn't let that thing affect your feeling, because how you're feeling is how you're going to have your day. So, law of cause and effect. Alright, well, that is all that I have for you, Aries rising. If you like this information, go ahead and follow if you aren't, and I will see you around. Hello there, Taurus rising. You may feel a surge of creativity during this new moon. It is a great time to start a new project or pursue a passion, because this new moon in Leo, you are to focus on your fourth house, and is also known as your home and your family zone. The fourth house is a part of your chart that is about your home and your family, and all that entails your private life. So when the new moon in Leo hits, it's going to be all about your home, your family, and where you come from, where home is, and what family means to you. So just have those questions and thoughts in mind. So you can expect issues related to home, family, but don't worry, because you can handle it and you can solve it, whatever problem comes your way. Now, if you do new moon wishes, I suggest you wish for a happy and a healthy home life. I want you to visualize a perfect day out or in, if you like to stay in, with your family or with people who feel like family to you, because visualization is a very important aspect to manifesting your life. Now, I want you to keep in mind, your home is where you come from and where you belong. What does home mean to you? Whatever your answer is, it is giving you a strong hint about the part of your life that are going to be in focus over the coming 4 weeks. Even though the moon doesn't stay in a specific sign for longer than 2 to 3 days, I still want you to focus on this part of your chart for 4 weeks. The new moon in this part of the chart often signifies starting again as far as your home is concerned, and it can herald a house move, someone moving in or out of your home, major decluttering, renovating, and even redecorating. Families often come to the forefront when the moon's new in this part of your chart. So your mother, your father, and especially can take up more of your time right now. So just make sure you are giving your parents the time, okay? Now, if you do meditation, which I truly recommend, and if you've never tried it, then I suggest you try it. I have a little sentence that you can say before or even after your regular meditation, and that is, I know where I belong. Because sometimes we feel like we don't know where we need to be, and it is just something that we need to tell ourselves, yes, I do know where I belong. Now, a ritual that I suggest you do, since we are talking about the fourth house, which is about home and family, is to draw a picture of your family, and this can be stick figures, it doesn't have to be super talented, and draw a heart around them, and then visualize sending each one of those people you love. Now, here are a few things that I consider you try out this new moon in Leo, and that is to have a garage sale and get rid of all of the things that you no longer need. Hug your parents, because we are talking about family here, and sometimes as an adult, we sometimes forget to hug our parents and give them love. Sort out any photo albums, whether that is digital files, and sort them out. Invite your friends over, friends that feel like family, not just people that you know. Renovate or redecorate, like I had mentioned, so you can make your home more comfortable. And you can also sell your home or change locations, or you can even change country completely. And this is also the perfect time for you to ask your grandparents about your family's history. You will definitely learn a lot. Now, I have 3 affirmations that you can say on the nights of the new moon in Leo, and for the following 4 weeks after that, and that is, I love my family and my family loves me. I am safe and all is well. I love my home. And you can say these affirmations several times a day, but I truly recommend you say it on the nights of the new moon in Leo and for the following 4 weeks after that. Now, if you are into essential oil, then I suggest you try out patchouli. Is an uplifting aphrodisiac that positively impacts the spirit, and it also reduces depression and boosts the immunity system. So you can put this on your burner so you can spice things up at home so you can feel more happier, and you can get rid of that depression if you are feeling depressed. Now the mantra that I suggest for you on this new moon in Leo is to use the mantra Om. You can listen to the mantras and you can chant it out loud or silently, and you can do it while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate, and of course anytime that feels right to you. And this is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on this month. And the chakra that you need to work on this month is your third eye chakra. This month, by visualizing a spinning indigo colored light in the center of your forehead, your intuition will increase enormously if you use the cycle you're in to boost it. Intuition is something that can help all of us in our personal and even our professional lives. So look into how you can work with your third eye chakra. Now the last thing that I have for you, Taurus rising, is a universal law, and it's the law of correspondence, which reminds us that our outer life is a reflection of our inner life. It's the as above, so below, as within, so without principle. So our life, our world, our reality is a mirror of what's going on inside of us. If our outer reality is messy, unhappy, and unsatisfied, then that's a direct reflection of what's happening inside of us. So, a perfect example that I can give you is whenever you look at your bedroom, do you usually have it like very messy, very unorganized, or even your desk for that matter? Is it messy, unorganized? And how do you feel in the inside? Do you feel messy and unorganized sometimes? If your desk, your bedroom, etc. is messy? Sometimes we get a little lazy and we just keep having like the laundry and like a corner in the chair, and that creates energy that is stagnant right there. And that affects us, and even if we don't see it, we feel it. So instead of always having a chair piled up with clothes, let's try to put it up. Let's try to fold it up. Let's try to put it where it goes, so you don't have a lingering energy just there, clouded and absorbing up all the energy from you. Anyways, that is all that I have for you, Taurus rising. If you liked the information that I gave you, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you around. Okay, if you are a Gemini rising, this new moon may bring a renewed sense of confidence and self-worth. You'll feel empowered to go after what you want, because this new moon in Leo, you are to focus on your third house, which is known as your communication zone. The third house is where you keep your communication skills. It's also about short trips, your siblings, and even your neighbors. So when the new moon in Leo comes, it's going to be all about your communication, whether that is listening and talking, and also your communication skills and spending time with your siblings. Because sometimes we kind of forget that, we have siblings, we haven't been in touch with them. As we get older, we start, going into our own route, but sometimes now and then we gotta get back in touch with our siblings. So expect a very, very busy month. And if you do new moon wishes, then I suggest you wish for the ability to express yourself and to get your message across. There comes a times when you want to say something and you truly can't even speak. You can't say what you have in your mind, and it is time for you to stop hiding away from who you are and speak up. Speak your mind. Speak for who you want and for what you want, because you can't expect others to know what you want. People can't read your mind. I mean, some of us might be able to know what you want, but anyways, you need to speak your mind. And I want you to visualize hugging someone, knowing that you made your point across in a loving way, because even though we want to say the things that we need to say, we can still do it in a loving way. It doesn't have to be rude. It doesn't have to be disrespectful. It can just be clear, and you can get your message across without having to be rude. Now, I want you to keep your mind in the idea that you need to ask yourself, are you speaking your truth? And if you aren't, why are you covering up? Why are you lying? Why aren't you speaking your truth? What are you afraid of? Explore this idea this month and be very honest with yourself and with others without being cruel, like I said. Now it's time to brush up on your powers of communication. How well are you doing at getting your message across? And if you want something that someone else is in a position to give you, do you feel confident about asking for it? Whether doing it through a conversation, in an email, a phone call, face-to-face, even a text message. It is so important to express yourself and your desires clearly, and not to expect others to know you well enough to second guess you. This new moon offers a chance to start again when it comes to written and spoken communications. It can also signal the start of a very busy time with lots of quick and short trips and more time spending with your siblings. Now, if you do meditations, then I have the perfect little sentence that you can say before or after. And if you've never meditated, give it a try and see how you feel. The sentence that I'm talking about is, I read, listen, and learn, and I breathe deeply when I am stressed. I find it that whenever I'm feeling stressed, all I have to do is breathe. And it makes me be more centered and be more grounded and be more rational in what I'm going to say and do. Now, the ritual that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo is to chant the mantra hum. You can just listen to it, or you can actually listen to it while you are chanting it, and you can do this out loud, you can do it silently, and this is going to help you boost your throat chakra. Now, here are a couple of things that I suggest you try out so it can help you out with your communication zone, and that is do a public speaking course so you can get back into being more confident in speaking even in front of strangers, because when will they see you again? You need to read the books that you've been telling yourself, that you've been doing screenshots, that you tell yourself that you're going to go and buy, that you're going to go and purchase or go and read at the library. You need to read those books, and if you already bought them, read them. You need to do it for a reason, right? You want to learn something, or is it something creative? Whatever it is, read the books. It's really important to always try to grow your learning. Always try to learn, because we don't know much, and even when we are learning, we still need to learn more. We are always going to be learning and evolving and growing. So why not try to push ourselves to keep learning? And even if it's a book that has nothing that is teaching you, either way, whatever kind of books you got, read them. This is a great time for you to take short trips, and either if it has to do with your personal life or professional life, go for it. This is the perfect time to go. Don't stop yourself because of X, Y, and Z. Go make that trip. Like I said, this is a perfect time for you to be with your siblings, so hang out with your siblings. And since we are talking about your third house, which is about communication, it is also about listening. And when you listen to someone, you need to truly be listening there, not just hear their mouth move and you are over here thinking about the grocery list. You need to truly be present and focus on what they're saying. You might miss something that is valuable to you, or you might miss something that you might be able to help them. And also, this is a perfect time for you to write the letters that you've been putting off in whatever kind of professional or personal way. Now, I have for you 3 affirmations that you can say on the nights of the new moon in Leo. And they are: I am expressing myself clearly, kindly, and fearlessly. I listen as much as I speak, and my relationship with my siblings gets better and better. Now, if you are into essential oils, then I truly suggest bergamot. It is very useful to oil the wheels of your communication skills. You can use it on the nights of the new moon in Leo and for the following 4 weeks to help you. And you can place it in your bath, in your burner, and even on your body. So just be careful, do a little test rub before you try if this is your first time. Now, like I had mentioned, the mantra that I suggested for you was the mantra hum. You need to chant it out loud or be silent about it. Do it in your mind or just listen to it. You can do this while you are in the shower or before or after you meditate. And this is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on this month. And the chakra that you need to work on this month is, of course, your throat chakra. This month, by visualizing a spinning sky blue light at the very base of your throat, we all need to express ourselves clearly if we want to create our lives as we dream of them. Expressions and this chakra are closely tied together when it comes to manifesting. Your word is your wand. This is the chakra from which you express your will, and your will affects your life. How strong is your will? So, work on your throat chakra this month to help you communicate more better and get your message across. Now, the last thing that I have for you, Gemini rising, is a universal law. And for you is a law of action. This month, what happens if you have lots of hopes and dreams, but you do nothing about it? Most likely nothing, right? The universal law of action must be activated in order for us to manifest the life we are dreaming of here on Earth. Are you taking action necessary for you to achieve your dreams? What can you do to move closer to your dreams? Ask these questions as you think about the law of action. That is all that I have for you, Gemini rising. I hope you found some of this information useful. If you did, stick around for more on the following months. Hello there, Cancer rising. You may feel a strong desire to connect with others on a deep level during this new moon in Leo. It's a great time to strengthen your relationships. This new moon in Leo, you are to focus on your second house, which is known as your cash, your property, and your value zone. The second house, as you may know, is the ruler of property and possessions. It's also about your values and your self-worth. So when the moon hits Leo, it's going to be all about your cash and your property and your talents and your assets as well. You can expect money and possessions to be your main focus this month. Now, if you do new moon wishes, then I suggest you wish for financial abundance, an increase in self-esteem, and whatever it is that you've been wanting, wish for it. Okay, this is the perfect time for you to truly manifest by wishing. Okay, now I want you to visualize seeing yourself in your ideal home, happy with your loved ones. Okay, visualization is a very important part of manifestation, so just visualize that so you can have that. Now, I want you to keep in mind that you need to ask yourself, is my life stable? And if it isn't, what steps do you need to take to make it happen? What steps do you need to do? What do you need to do? Just ask yourself those questions, okay? You can write it down on your journal so you can start planning out your next move. Basically, this new moon can help you start over financially. It is a start to remember your own. It is a time to remember that you are fantastic, that you are magnificent. It gives a special chance to take a look at your assets, and I'm not just suggesting that assets that you have in the bank. It's much deeper than that. What do you have to offer the world? What do you bring to the table? Value yourself, and others are going to value you the way that you value yourself. This is the perfect time for you to work on your self-worth and your self-esteem, okay? How do you feel about it? Do you have a very good feeling of it? Do you feel like you have a very high self-esteem? Do you value yourself highly? And if you aren't okay with your answer, then you know you need to work on it. You need to try your very best. Get some books, get whatever it is, so you can raise your self-esteem. Love yourself. There's nothing wrong and everything right about doing this, okay? Because you matter, you are important, and you are one of a kind. Now, income and finances and budgets can be figured out at this time if you are having problem. How can you find some stability in these areas? What can you do to fix it? Now you may be asking yourself, what does my self-worth and my self-esteem have to do with cash and property? Well, it has to do a lot, because if you don't value yourself highly, then you won't push yourself into doing what you want to make yourself income. You won't believe in, if you are trying to build a business, if you don't have a good self-esteem, then you won't believe that you can do it. You won't believe yourself that you're capable of achieving it, capable of having that income. You need to believe in yourself. It's why self-esteem and self-worth and self-love is so important for a business to thrive, for you to succeed financially. Like I said, the higher you rate yourself, the higher others are going to rate you. And I'm not talking about bragging here. It's much more deep down, self-belief. Make financial management a priority this month. Think about what you really value and about what you have to offer the world in a whole. Now, if you do meditation, which I truly suggest that you try out if you've never tried out, is to say this before or even after your regular meditation routine. And that is, I believe in myself and what I have to offer the world, okay? And when you say this, truly feel it, because whenever you feel it, you act upon. That's how your outer environment reacts. Now after making your new moon wishes, if you do that as a ritual, then I suggest that you write down a check for yourself for the amount of money that you would like to receive. Now, let's say that you are trying to grow your business and you need a certain amount of money for it to grow. Write the amount that you need on that check. Now, say that you want to buy a property. Write the amount of money that property that you've been trying to purchase. Write it down so you can manifest. It has to be kind of meaningful, you know. It can't just be like a ridiculous amount of money. Like, that money needs to mean something to you for it to actually come. Now, I have a few things that I suggest you try out if you haven't done so, and this would be a perfect time for you to do, and that is to start a savings account. If you don't already have one, you need to do it. Pay your bills, your taxes, your debts, etc. You can hire an accountant if this is too much for you. Just go ahead and do that. And since we are talking about, the second house, this is the perfect time for you to showcase your talents. What are you good of? What are you selling? What is it? What is it about you that is so wonderful that someone is going to pay you for? What is that cool thing that you do? Now, this is the perfect time for you to get a little neck massage, a little shoulder massage, because all of that tension from thinking too much of money can be a little stressing. So go ahead and get that massaged out. And to make you feel a little better, make love in the countryside with your spouse, with your significant other, so you can get all of that tension out. Now, I have for you 3 affirmations that you can say on the night of the new moon in Leo, and for the following 4 weeks after that is, I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Thank you, universe. All my needs are provided for, and I am worth it. And when you say this, feel it. Feel like you are. Truly feel it, so you can manifest. Now, if you are into essential oils, a wonderful oil for calming any fears you may be having around money is ylang ylang. It is a very relaxing oil. You can just put it in your burner and just let it feel good. You can put it like a little bit on your wrist. It is what you need if you are having money worries. Breathe deeply in and remember that money is energy and responds to our energies and our emotions. Now, the mantra that I suggest you try out this new moon and Leo is a mantra Lamb. You can listen to it and chant it out loud, or you can chant it silently every day while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate, or at any time that pleases to your needs. This is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on this month. And you need to work on the chakra. And the chakra that you need to work on is the root chakra, because the root is associated with your fears. Visualize a spinning red light at the top of your legs. This will help allay any fears you may have about your material needs being met. This chakra is where we store fears about our safety and our survival. And once it is in good order, our finances can start to flow more freely, and we can feather our nest, and we can cash that money, okay? So work on your root chakra, do some research on it, and get your bag. Now, the last thing that I have for you, Cancer rising, is a universal law. And for you is the law of vibration. So, which states that everything in the known universe vibrates. It moves and it travels in circular patterns. Similarly, our thoughts, our words, our feelings and desires are all vibration as well. So, raising our vibration through singing, dancing, chanting, beautiful music, or meditating will help us to align with the universe. So just keep that in mind whenever you are thinking of yourself, when you are thinking of others, but right now, especially of yourself and your business if you're trying to grow. Reflect on the law of vibration on this month. Now, that is all that I have for you, Cancer rising. I hope that you found some of this information useful for you. If you did, I will see you on the next videos. Hello there, Leo rising. This new moon is all about you. You'll feel a surge of energy and creativity, and you'll be inspired to make bold moves. So I'm excited for you on this new moon in Leo, because it's all about you. Now, you are going to focus on your first house, which is known as your image zone. The first house rules the way that you come across to others, your image, and the way that others see you. So when the new moon hits the sign Leo, it's going to be all about your image that you present to the world, to the entire world, and that is through like your social media, through whenever you stand up and present yourself, the way that people first see you. You are going to expect this new moon in Leo the chance to be able to change the way that someone or even the entire world sees you. Okay, this is the chance for you to truly shine. Now, if you do new moon wishes, then I consider you to wish for courage, new beginnings, a better self-image, and self-direction. If that is something that you've been needing and you've been feeling called towards, then go for it, wish for it, and visualize yourself looking exactly as you would like to look, because visualization is a very important aspect of manifesting what you want. So just keep in mind that this is the start, very brand new start to your 12-month cycle. You are beginning as you mean to continue. Okay? So make it like a fresh start for you. Who is this new you? This new moon is one of the most exciting because it's all about you, right? And it is a time for self-improvement and self-development. Your personal appearance should be your top priority this month. You are allowed to be a little bit vain this month, okay? Since it's all about you. Get yourself into the kind of shape that you've been dreaming of and take a closer look at the image that you are presenting. This may even sound a little bit superficial, but pride in your appearance. And on the awareness that you are sending out to the world. What message are you sending out? This is going to be a very key to your success in achieving what you want. So, before you walk out the door, you need to make sure that you look fabulous, that you feel confident, that you feel your very best. You can dress any way you want to, but give it some thought into it, okay? This new moon cycle also offers you the annual chance to clean out your wardrobe, get a drop-dead gorgeous new haircut, new outfit, have some up-to-date business cards made, revamp your website. Basically, it's all about the way that you are presenting yourself to the world. Your popularity may be high this month, so accept the invitations coming your way and reveal in the attention. This is also one of the best times of the year for starting all kinds of new projects. You are going to be in focus and on the spotlight this month. Make it your selfie month. Every single day before you walk out, take a selfie, or take a selfie throughout your day. Just make sure that every day there is a selfie being taken of you, from you or by others, doesn't matter. If you need to work on your self-confidence in relation to your appearance, then this new moon is going to support you. Okay, you got the green light to go. Now, if you meditate, which I truly suggest you try it out if you've never done it, I have a little message, a little sentence that you can remind yourself before or after you meditate, and that is, I allow myself to evolve and change. Because we are meant to change all the time and evolve and keep growing and growing. We're not meant to just be one character forever. We're meant to keep growing and keep evolving and keep being the best versions of ourselves, okay? Now, a little ritual that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo is to stand in front of the mirror, blow your reflection a loving kiss, and say, I love you. I love you. Okay? And truly feel it. Whenever you're looking at yourself, look at yourself with love. Okay? Now, here are a couple of things that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo, and that is to surprise your friends with the new you. Friends, family, whoever you want. Throw out all your old makeup because, yes, makeup expires. You need to check on that. Start over if all your makeup is old and expired. Get some new ones. This is also a great time to get married or to meet someone new. It's also a great time to move houses, splurge on some color, something vibrant, something beautiful. Get a facial, and this is your daily reminder to get your eyes checked because we sometimes forget. Now I have for you 3 affirmations that you can say on the nights of the new moon in Leo and for the following 4 weeks after that. And that is, today is the first day of the rest of my life. I take pride in my appearance and I am brave. As you should. You should feel brave and you should feel confident in your own skin. And you should feel that every day is a new day to have a great day, you know? So here is an essential oil that I suggest you try out so you can ease any doubt and increase self-awareness and positivity, and that is Angelica Seed. As you begin your new journey, Angelica Seed will help you ease any doubt and increase in self-awareness. So use it this new moon and for the following 4 weeks in your bath, in your burner, or even in your body. Just be very careful when you apply it on your skin. sometimes you should do like a little test run just to make sure. Now, a mantra that I suggest you try out is the mantra Ram. You can listen to it and chant it out loud or silently every day while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate, or whenever it feels good to you. And this is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on this month. And I suggest that you work on your solar plexus this month. It is connected with your power center. So that is why it's in your first house. Your first house is where you shine from. It's the part of your chart that shows the world who you are. What do you want to create in the coming 12 months as you follow the new moon in Leo? Make it a list. Make a list, write it down. This chakra is yellow and it sits between your navel and the bottom of your sternum. And it is associated with power, freedom, and control. So just keep that in mind. You should do some research on how you can be more in tune with your solar plexus. And the last thing that I have for you, Leo rising, is a universal law. And for you this month is the law of divine oneness, which states that we are all connected to all life everywhere. Everything we think, do, and say has a knock-on effect on us and on the people, and indeed on the world and the universe around us. So just keep that in mind while you are being fabulous this new moon in Leo rising. If you found this information useful, informative, then I will see you around the following videos. Hello there, Virgo rising. This new moon in Leo may bring a renewed sense of purpose and direction. It is a great time to set new goals and to take action. This new moon, it will be in your 12th house, which is known as your secret zone. The 12th house is the deepest, is most sensitive part of your chart, and it relates to fears and spirituality and everything that is hidden. So when the new moon is in the Leo sign, it's going to be about your secret and most private self. So you can expect a period of a few weeks when you want to retreat from the world and just be you and your thoughts. You can wish for inner peace, and you can visualize yourself in a pink cosmic bubble at one with the universe. Just you, yourself, God, the universe, and just basically resting, right? The idea to keep in mind is that it is okay to take time out to meditate and contemplate. It has been a year since the giver of life, the sun, was in your sign, so by now you may feel as though you're running low on power. You can use this month to process that which has gone on in the past 12 months and what you want for the year ahead of you. When the sun crosses your ascendant, which is your rising sign, and it moves back into your first house, which will happen next month, then you are going to feel much better next month. But this month, you are to basically go inward, in like hermit mode. When you read like astrology and it says something like trust your dreams, that's what I'm saying here. When the new moon is in your 12th house, it's energizing the part of your chart that relates to dreams and to all the things that are secret and spooky. The part of your chart being triggered affects this side of your side that you don't tell people about. It's about your secret self, your shadow side, your unconscious self. Trusting your dreams is a great idea now because the moon is in this part of your chart that can bring you so much to the surface that is worth investigating. Because the part of your chart being triggered is also about all the things spooky. It's also a great time to get in touch with your spiritual side by doing things like yoga and meditation. And sure, yoga exercises the body, but both yoga and meditation also calm the mind and help you get closer to your core self. And if you don't understand what that means, then you should sign up for like a meditation or a yoga course so you can soon realize what I am talking about. This is basically the end of another cycle, so let go of what isn't working from your life so you can make room for what you want and what you need. Now, if you already meditate, then that is wonderful. I have a sentence that you can say before or after you meditate, and that is, my dreams are my guide. And if you've never meditated, then this is the perfect time for you to start and try it out. Now, a ritual that I suggest you try out on the night of the new moon in Leo is to write a list of your fears and then burn it. Let go of it, because fears, we weren't born with fears. Fears were brought upon us from other people, from other things, from other comments, from other places. We weren't born with them, so they don't belong with us. We have to get rid of them. Now, here are a couple of things that I suggest you try out on the new moon in Leo, and that is to make like a yogi and bend yourself into a pretzel. And if you're like, really, I can't do that, well, how about you try to take the first step and to stretch. Start stretching more. Start trying to bend like a pretzel. One day, eventually you will, okay? We don't all get there in one day. You gotta work hard for what you want. Take some time out from the mad social world. Put your phone on airplane mode when you're about an hour before you're gonna go to sleep. Put your social media accounts on hold so you don't get on them, so you're not on your phone all day. Try not to be on your phone basically unless you need to call somebody. Keep your journal near you whenever you wake up. So whenever you wake up, you write down all of the details of your dreams that you remember, so you can later on search it up, look it up, and try to decipher what it is that it's trying to tell you. You should also try to face a big fear of yours, and you can deal with it by thinking about where it came from, because like I said, we aren't born with fears, so they come from somewhere, right? They come from somewhere. So just try to think where they're coming from so you can try to help yourself get rid of them. Now, I want you, if you aren't a person that usually trusts your intuition, I want you to start trusting your intuition, because we all have it. We're all able to be able to trust our guts, our instincts. You can also, like I said, try to meditate. If you've never meditated, try it out. Look for the right meditation class, course, or go on YouTube and just search up how to start meditating. If you are a writer, write something that comes from your heart. Write poetry that comes pouring out from your heart. Write something that people don't know about. Go deep down into that secret side of you and share a secret of yours. Tell the world a little secret that others don't know. Now, I have 3 affirmations that you can say on the night of the new moon in Leo, and that is, it's okay to say no, inner peace is my focus, and I now release my fears. And it feels like this month is going to be a little heavier for you, because it is like the end of your 12th house, and you need to realize that it is fine to say no. It is okay if you don't want to do more workload. It is okay if you don't want to go to that place. It is okay. You don't always have to say yes to everything. And of course, you are going to want inner peace this month. And I suggest that if you have any fears, you truly feel like you are letting them go, because they don't deserve you. Now, I have for you an essential oil that you should try out if you've never tried it. that is associated with fear and other negative things and getting rid of them, and that is lavender. Lavender is a powerful essential oil to work with to counter any fear, depression, anxiety, and even nervousness. It's great to work through such issues when the moon is triggering your 12th house, and this oil can help you out with that. Now, the mantra that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo is a mantra. You can chant it out loud. You can say it silently every day. Listen to it while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate, or whenever it feels right to you. This is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on this month. And the chakra that you need to work on is the violet colored crown chakra, which sits on top of your head and is your connection between heaven and earth. And just as the 12th house is about the spiritual and the mysterious, so your crown chakra will connect you with the cosmic and the mystic. It is the seat of our cosmic consciousness and connects us with the divine intelligence and grace. It is a channel or a portal, and through it, divine information that pours. It's a center for trust, inspiration, and happiness. So see it spinning on your head like a violet colored crown when you meditate. And look into more of your crown chakra and how you can work with it. Now, the last thing that I have for you, Virgo rising, is a universal law. And the universal law that you should consider this month is the law of gender. Everything, person, and situation has a male and a female energy. This is how creation happens. In the animal kingdom, the law of gender manifests as sex, but it goes way beyond that, all the way to the idea of your yin and yang. The universe was formed under the law of gender, and to truly know yourself and to master the universe, you must live out both your masculine and your feminine energies, no matter which sex you are. Then you can co-create with God. So just keep that in mind this month, Virgo rising. That is all that I have for you on this new moon in Leo. If you found this information useful, go ahead and give me a like, and I will see you on the following videos. Hello there, Libra rising. This new moon in Leo, you may feel a desire to connect with others and to form stronger relationships during this new moon. And it's a great time to network and also to collaborate, because this new moon in Leo, you are to focus on your 11th house, which is also known as your friend zone. The 11th house is a house of hopes and wishes, and it is ruled by your friends, your connections, and your social circle. So when the new moon hits the Leo sign, it's all about your friends, your networks, and your hopes and your dreams. So expect a chance for a wish to come true and for a friendship to blossom and to grow into what it was always meant to be. Now, if you do new moon wishes, then I suggest you wish for anything that you've been wanting. Just wish for it at this time. I want you to visualize yourself with your wish coming true, surrounded by your friends. How would that look? Who would be there? Where would it be? What would you be wearing? Truly visualize. There's no need to go through life alone. If you are spiritually evolved to be listening to this, you are able to go into the world and make friends. The 11th house brings to mind the expression, no man or woman is an island. Now, there are two main focuses for you this month. The first is on your hopes and your dreams, and it is said that when the sun moves to your 11th house, as it is doing so right now, your powers of wishing are supercharged. In other words, be extra careful what you wish for now, because you might just get it. It's basically your mouth and your words are your wand. So what you say is what happens. The other focus will be your friends and the networks and the groups you belong to. How confident do you feel about your place within these groups? Are your needs being met? And if they aren't or not, then what can you do about it? New friends are extra likely to come into your life right now, and it's doing so at the right time. Now, if you do meditation, then I have a little sentence to help you before your regular meditation, or even your after your regular meditation, and that is, the friendly people find the friendly people every time. And that means that you will find friendly people, because if you are a friendly person, then you will meet people who are as friendly as you. Now, I suggest you do, for a ritual, I suggest you throw a party at your place. Yes, this is a valid ritual, but you need to do it consciously. If you want to have a party, do it with friends that truly matter to you, that truly mean something to you, not just random people like toward sorority type of parties. Like the people that are there, the friends that are there at the party, should truly be your friends and feel like your friends. Now, here are a couple of things that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo, and that is to sign up for an evening class in something that you've always wanted to do. What is something that you've wanted to try out? Go for it. Go take that class and learn and do it. Ask your friends to introduce you to your friends of theirs that you've never met. Wish on a star every night for the whole month, because your wishes are amped and you might just get it. Introduce a childhood pal to a friend from your life right now, and say hi to someone that you see almost every single day, but you never actually speak to them. And the last but not least is that you should thank your best friends for being there for you, for the ups, for the downs, for the everything. Okay? Because friends are very important. Having very good friends is something very important to us. Now, I have for you 3 affirmations that you can say on the nights of the new moon in Leo and for the following 4 weeks after that, and that is, I am connected to all life everywhere. I love my friends and my friends love me. My dreams are now manifesting under grace in perfect ways. Now, if you are into essential oils, then I suggest you try out frankincense essential oil. The chemical compound found in frankincense oil can cross the blood-brain barrier and oxygenate the pineal gland. This little gland in our brain was called the seats of our soul. So, work with frankincense essential oil so you can better align with the things, the friends, and the wishes that you want. The mantra that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo is the mantra Om. You can chant it out loud, you can say it silently, you can say it every day while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate, or whenever it feels right to you. And this is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on this month. And the chakra that you need to work on is your third eye. When we start to make wishes, as it is indicated by the 11th house, it's so important to bear in mind what our intuition is telling us. If we secretly already know that we can't have what we are dreaming of, we will never manifest it. So this month's chakra, the third eye, is effectively an energetic gateway and portal to our intuitive and even psychic self. Give it a workout this month by seeing it spinning between your brows. It is a wonderful and uplifting indigo color. So just research more on the third eye and how you can work with it. The last thing that I have for you, Libra rising, is a universal law, and that is the law of rhythm, which reminds us that earthly planes move in a certain rhythm. These rhythms establish the rhythms of life here on earth, the seasons, the tides, the moon phases, the female menstrual cycle, stages of human development. And according to the book called The Kabbalion, this accounts for the bewildering succession of moods, feelings, and other unknowing and perplexing changes that we notice in ourselves. the Hermetic masters inspired by Hermes advise that by studying and understanding this principle, our bewildering emotions and moods can be mastered. And this is true. Your mood and your emotions can be mastered. So just do a little research on the law of rhythm and see what you come up with. I hope that some of this helps you out, Libra rising, on this new moon in Leo. And if so, let me know, and I will see you around on the following videos. Hello there, Scorpio rising. This new moon in Leo may bring a renewed sense of passion and intensity. You'll feel inspired to pursue your deepest desires. This new moon in Leo will be in your 10th house, and which is also known as your career zone. The 10th house rules ambitions, career, and life goals, and whatever it is that you are known for your professional life. So this new moon in Leo, it's going to be all about your career and your reputation. So you can expect a chance to get ahead professionally. If you do new moon wishes, I suggest you wish to help others through your work. How can you help others through your work? Visualize yourself giving a talk, a TED talk, whatever kind of talk, and being an expert at whatever it is that you are doing, and explaining to others in a way that only you could explain it. The idea to keep in mind is that there's everything right with wanting to leave your mark on the world, or to be known for having done something, whether you're ambitious to be a great parent or a great friend, or you want to do something more visible, something more grand, something more well known. It's okay to aim high, okay? This new moon is all about the importance of your career-minded folks, because it's all about your professional life. It's a great time to start a new business, and the time when your past efforts at the office could be rewarded. You have an increased chance of promotions right now if you put in the hard work. Even if you don't get an actual promotion, you're far more likely to be recognized for your efforts during this coming month. This is also a good time to think about your future and what you want for yourself. Are you headed in the right direction to achieve your aims, your ambitions, your goals? And if you aren't, what can you do about it? Now, if you do regular meditations, then I suggest that you do this sentence before or after your regular meditation, and that is, hard work breeds long-term success for me. As it should. Now, a ritual that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo is to write out your ideal job description and to read it out loud every single day of this month, so you can manifest that dream job that you want. Now, here are a couple of things that I suggest you try out on this new moon in Leo, and that is to speak to your boss about how you are doing and how you've been working and how you've been improving. Help a colleague out if they've been having a rough time. Check that you are not becoming status mad. Start a new business as close to the new moon as you possibly can. Apply to new jobs and do it with confidence. And when you earn it, please take the credit. Don't allow someone else to take credit for you. Take the credit. Plot your next best career move, because this is a perfect time for you to be working on your career. Now, here are 3 affirmations that you can say on the night of the new moon in Leo and for the following 4 weeks after that. And that is, I am going places. It's wonderful to be so successful. I love seeing my plans work out, because when you say it, you manifest it. Now, an essential oil that I suggest you try out is laurel. It is a wonderful essential oil to use during this cycle, and you can use it in your bath, in your burner, and this will help you to focus more as you work hard, because it aids concentration and it also motivates and boosts confidence. So give it a try if you've never tried it. The mantra that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo is the mantra RAM. You can chant it out loud, you can say it silently, you can do it while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate. You can do it at any time that feels right to you, and this is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on. And the chakra that you need to work on this month is your solar plexus. It is one to focus on. This is the part of your chart where you can shine from. It's the top of your chart, and it's where you make your mark on the world. This part of your chart is all about your career and your ambition. It's what the world will know you for and about your social status and your public image. So just work on your solar plexus so it can help you with these areas. Now, the last thing that I have for you, Scorpio rising, is a universal law, and something that you should think about is the law of polarity. There are two poles, two opposites, two of everything here on earth or in this earthly realm. Polarity represents two extremes of one thing or two opposite ends of a spectrum. So for example, there is temperature that range from hot to cold, measurements that go from up to down, high to low, and things are on or off or in or out. And if you're not happy where you are, then move along the scale to where you want to be. Focus on what you want to do. Don't focus on what you don't want. The more you focus on what you don't want, the more you get it. Because it's like you're telling the universe, well, they keep putting their thoughts and their focus onto it. Well, let's keep giving them to them. If you keep having your thoughts in your mind of bad things, those bad things keep coming and keep coming. If you keep saying, well, I always get the worst, I always have the worst days, well, that's what you're going to keep getting. Because it's like you keep manifesting that. So just keep that in mind. That is all that I have for you, Scorpio rising. I hope you took some of this information in and you use it this month. And if it helps you out, let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you on the following videos. Hello there, Sagittarius rising. This new moon in Leo, you may feel a desire to expand your horizon and explore new opportunities during this new moon. It is a great time to travel or to learn something new. This new moon in Leo will be in your 9th house, which is known as the big picture. The 9th house is where you see the big picture, expand your horizons, your study, your travel, and the great cosmic quest. So when the new moon hits the Leo sign, it's going to be all about adventure, travel, and your personal development. You can expect new and potentially exciting development relating to travel, study, the internet, publishing, and of course the great cosmic quest. So if you do new moon wishes, then I suggest you wish to see the bigger picture of your life and thus to invoke gratitude. Visualize yourself wherever you would most like to be on holiday, because remember, visualization is an important factor of manifesting. Now keep in mind that we are all divine beings. The 9th house is strongly associated with the spiritual quest in the 9th house planet, Jupiter. Later on, I will let you know that the chakra traditionally associated with the 9th house is also about the divine. It's the crown chakra, which connects us to the heavens. The part of your chart being lit up by the new moon is ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion. So whether you are expanding your mind, studying or traveling, or by talking to well-traveled people, or through doing a personal development course, you have the chance right now to broaden your horizons. This cycle is all about your faith and your beliefs, and if you know that you've been rigid, perhaps clinging on to what you were taught as a child rather than forming your own opinions, someone can come along now and either help or force you to think or rethink your philosophies. This is also a great time to break out of routine and to get a little bit more freedom and carefree. Now, if you meditate, which I strongly suggest, I have a little sentence that you can say before or even after your regular meditation routine, and that is, life is an adventure and I love it. So this month, where would you go? Where would you want to be? Where would you want to be? And that comes hand in hand with the ritual that I'm going to suggest for you, and that is to decide on your next travel destination. put a picture of the place on your wall, somewhere where you'll see it every single day, to remind yourself of the plans of where you are trying to go for vacation or for holiday, or just go. Now, I have for you a couple of things that I suggest you try out, and that is to find a way to explore the world, whether that is through communication, whether that is through traveling and visiting, flying in a boat, walking. Read those books that you know that you need to read so you can learn from them. Do a personal development course, manifest a new spiritual teacher so they can teach you and lead you. Think about what you have faith in and what you don't. Make a friend across the world. Have something you've written published. Now, here are 3 affirmations that I suggest you try on this new moon in Leo, and that is, I know that I am blessed. Life is an adventure and the world is my oyster. And when you say these things, truly feel it, feel it like they already happened, like it already is. Now, the essential oil that I suggest for you to try out is sandalwood. It's a wonderful essential oil to use at this time. It's considered extremely sacred in Eastern religion, and this is an especially sacred part of your chart. It's also great for spiritual awareness and for getting you in alignment with your soul purpose. There's so many of the very big issues covered by the 9th house. Sandalwood is also an excellent meditation aid on any day of the week. So give that a try and let me know in the comment down below if you try it out and how it helps you. Now, the mantra that I suggest you try is the mantra Ah. You can listen to it and then chant it out loud or silently. Do it every day while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate, or honestly at any time that feels right to you. And this is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on this month. And like I had mentioned, you need to work on your crown chakra, which is violet and is located at the top of your head. The crown chakra connects us to the divine. It is the seat of our cosmic consciousness. And in other words, the part of us that knows that we are part of God, that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, that we're all one and connected to divine grace and divine love. And to stimulate this chakra, imagine a spinning violet disc at the top of your head. And do more research on your crown chakra so you can find out more about it. Now, Sagittarius rising, the last thing that I have for you is the universal law, the law of relativity, which reminds us that all things are relative, that everything just is. You will always not be as good at something as other people are, and just as you will have your own special talents, don't measure yourself against other people. During this cycle, notice how you feel if you simply compare yourself with yourself. Understand this by understanding the notion that nothing is good or bad or hot or cold or black or white until you relate it to something else. So just keep that in mind, Sagittarius rising. And if you found any of this information useful, give me a thumbs up and I will see you around. Hello there, Capricorn rising. This new moon in Leo may bring a renewed sense of ambition and drive. You'll feel inspired to pursue your career goals and to make progress, because this new moon will be in your 8th house, which is known as the sex and share finance zone. The 8th house is anything that has to do with taboo things such as sex, death, taxes, and other people's money, joint financial ventures with you. So when the new moon hits the Leo placement, it's all about other people's money and how it combines with yours. And you can expect the chance to ingest newness into your finances or your sex life. So if you do new moon wishes, I suggest you wish for more money, better sex, and to overcome a fear. So I want you to help you out with this. I want you to visualize I want you to visualize what you would do if you had more cash. Visualize it. I will let you take care of the sex-based visualization. The idea to keep in mind is now is the time to attend your cash setup and see how good you feel about it. Are you confident that you are on the right track? Can you meet the bills that you have ahead of you? And if not, is there something that you can do about it? Think about it. Truly think about it. This is a great time to seek financial advice or to do a weekend business seminar to help you better understand the financial basics. The part of your chart being triggered also deals with deep, dark, and maybe even kinky sex. And if you have intimacy issues that you know you need to work on, then you need to tackle that this month, okay? Now, I have for you a little meditation sentence that you can say before or after your regular meditation routine, and that is, I tackle my cash problems head on. And a ritual that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo is to go out to town wearing the sexiest outfit that you have in your wardrobe and truly feel sexy, okay? Now, here are a couple of things that I suggest you try out on this new moon in Leo, and that is to pay off a loan, or if you need one, take one out. Open up a savings account and make your first deposit. Cancel a credit card that you know you can afford. Ask for a pay raise, but only if you believe that you might get it and that you've been working hard for it. Refinance your mortgage if this suits you. Talk dirty to your partner because we are talking about sex, right? And try a new sexual position that you've never tried before and give that a whirl. Now, I have for you 3 affirmations that I suggest you try out this new moon and for the following 4 weeks after that, and that is, I am taken care of materially. All of my financial needs are being met. My sex life is so wonderfully healthy. And when you say this, truly feel it in your bones, in your body. Truly feel like it's true so you can manifest. Now, the essential oil that I suggest for you to try out this new moon in Leo is myrrh. It can help you to become open to receiving gifts as you use it to confirm that you are ready to receive. The mantra that I suggest you try out this month is the mantra VAM. You can listen to it and chant it out loud or silently and try to do it every day. You can do it while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate, or whenever it feels right to you. This is going to help you boost the chakra that you need to work on. And the chakra that you need to work on is your sacral chakra. It's about creativity, food, sex. And to get this chakra into good shape during this cycle, imagine a spinning orange disc about halfway up the lower half of your abdomen, between your navel and the top of your legs. Work on your sacral chakra so you can help your creativity in your food and your sex areas. Now, the last thing that I have for you, Capricorn rising, is the universal law. And this law, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, reminds us that we all have the power to change the conditions of our lives. We just need to push through our fear and limiting thoughts, in particular negative thoughts directed at ourselves and at others. Raise your vibration through yoga and chanting and meditating. Higher vibrations transform lower ones. Pure sexual energy is a great transmuter, so use that. Okay? Now that is all that I have for you, Capricorn rising. If you found this information useful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next videos. Hello there, Aquarius rising. This new moon in Leo, you may feel a desire to connect with your community and to make a difference during this new moon. It's a great time to get involved in social causes because this new moon in Leo will be in your 7th house, also known as your love zone. The 7th house is about your marriage, your beloved, your ex, people you consider enemies, commitment, and your VIPs. So this new moon in Leo, it's all about love and marriage, relationships, business partners, VIPs, friends, and even foes. So expect issues related to love and relationships to come up, and hopefully you will sort it out peacefully and lovingly. Now, if you do new moon wishes, then I suggest you wish for the best relationships that you can have with all of the people that you know. And this is romantic or not. Like, it can be with siblings, your parents, your neighbors, people from your community, people from your church, people that you associate with and you talk and you have a connection and a relationship with. Now I want you to visualize seeing yourself face to face and palm to palm with someone that you love or even that you are in conflict with. And if you are in conflict with someone, I want you to visualize you doing this with them and you guys understanding each other's points of view for whatever reason that y'all are in conflict with. I want you to keep in mind, I am you and you are me. We are all one. Even though the 7th house is all about our most important relationships, you can use this month to contemplate the idea that underneath all of the egos and the differences, we are all one. We are all connected to all life everywhere. It's a month to clean up your relationships, so do that and try to do that. Your beloved, whether it is your past, your present, or your potential, is in focus at this month of this new moon in Leo. Now is the time to think about all of your relationships. If you are attached, what can you do to make your love brand new? If you are in a relationship, how can you make it feel like how it used to feel? How can you make it feel more loving? Do you still need to let go of the past? How confident do you feel about your love skills? Love, now is the time to go out on a blind date if you aren't in a relationship. And if you are in love, and if you're not in love and not having any luck with meeting someone new, then this is the perfect thing to do. Just go on a blind date and just try it out. And if you can't let go of the past, then call them. Call that ex of yours if it feels right for a chat and so you can get closure. See if you can work with your lover, past or present, now. And as the 7th house is all about balance, cooperation, and doing what's right is what is necessary right now. Now, if you do meditation, which I truly suggest, then I have for you a little sentence that you can do before or even after your regular meditation routine, and that is, I'll do what I know I need to do to feel more confident about love. And whenever you say this, truly feel confident. Have that feeling of confidence run through your body. And a ritual that I suggest you try out is to send a love note or an email or a text to someone you really love, so you can spread love, so you can share the love. Now, things that I suggest you try out is to go through your old love letters and get rid of at least some of them, especially if they are from an ex. Get rid of that energy. If you're single and feeling brave, try online dating. If you admire your parents for having a healthy and strong relationship, then ask them on ideas on how to make your love work if you are having problems in that department. And if you're like, well, no, my parents don't have a very loving relationship, that's fine. Do you have someone in your life who you admire that they have a loving relationship? If you do, ask them. Now is the perfect time for you to recommit to your partner if you are in a relationship. If you have hurt someone in the past, then you need to admit your wrongs and apologize to them. Make a list of the qualities that you look for in a partner if you aren't with someone. And if you are already attached, play matchmaker for a friend and help them out. Now I have for you 3 affirmations that you can say on the nights of the new moon in Leo. And that is, I love you and I love me. I am easy to get along with. All my relationships are harmonious. I am free of the past. My relationships are now resolving themselves. Whenever you say this, truly feel it in your body, in your bones, so you can truly manifest it. Because when you put a word with feeling, you truly manifest it. Now, an essential oil that I suggest you try out to help you out is jasmine. Jasmine is recommended for opening up the heart chakra and is therefore a wonderful oil which you can anoint yourself. You can dab a few drops around the area of your heart chakra, in the middle of the chest, between the breast, or you can pour it in your bath or put it in the burner, especially before meditating. This can truly help you out. And if you've never tried it and you do actually try it, please let me know how you feel when you try it and how you tried it on the comments down below. Now the mantra that I suggest for you is the mantra YUM. You can chant it out loud. You can say it silently every day while you are in the shower. You can do it before or after you meditate, or whenever it feels right to you. And this is going to help you boost the chakra of the month that you need to work on. And the chakra that you need to work on, of course, is your heart chakra, because the 7th house is all about relating to other people. That usually means to lovers and exes, but it can also mean people we regard more as foes and friends. Whatever the case, focus on your heart chakra during meditation and see it as a gorgeous, glowing emerald green spinning disc. Open your heart chakra and open your heart to love. Now, you can do more research on how you can work with your heart chakra and open up your heart chakra, which I truly recommend you do. And the last thing that I have for you, Aquarius rising, is a universal law. The universal law to focus on this month is the best known of them all, and you've probably heard of it, is the law of attraction. It reminds us, of course, that like attracts like. It shows us that we create the events and relationships that come into our life. Every thought, feeling, word, and action sets the law of attraction in motion, producing energies that attract like energies, positive or negative. So what you think, say, and do attracts what comes to you. Something to contemplate and think about whenever you are opening up your heart to love. Now that is all that I have for you, Aquarius rising. And if you are an Aquarius rising, comment down below a little Aquarius sign on the comments so I know. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and I will see you around. Hello there, Pisces rising. This new moon in Leo may bring a renewed sense of spirituality and intuition. You'll feel inspired to connect with your higher self and pursue inner growth. This new moon in Leo will be in your 6th house, which is also known as your daily work and your health zone. The 6th house rules your body, the mind, the well-being, and your daily work and health routine. So, this new moon in Leo will be all about your daily work and your health routine. So expect a chance to change your daily habits or to change your job description. So wish for the opportunity to help other people. Visualize seeing yourself adapting a very healthy new habit or continuing with your existing one. The idea that you should keep in mind is healthy body, healthy mind. There really is a connection as the 6th house of your chart is being triggered. It's time to work on that connection. This is a once-a-year chance to really clean up your system and to reap the benefits of a cleaner, leaner life. The part of your chart being triggered is about the body, the mind, and your well-being. And if you've been looking after yourself, problems. And if you haven't been looking after yourself, problems may come up now, trying to grab your attention about what needs to be done. It is a perfect time to join the gym or take up an exercise routine that you've let slip away, and it's also a great time to start again where health is concerned. To give up smoking or alter your diet, for example. Also, under the microscope are your daily work routines. Remember that a new moon is about beginnings, so use this month as a marker for how you want the next 12 months at work to progress. If you are into meditation and you do meditations, then I have a little sentence that you can say before or after your regular meditation, and that is, my well-being is my number one focus this month. And a ritual that I suggest you do is to look at your diary, if you keep a diary, and read it and just bless it, okay? Sometimes we write on there things that we want to manifest, so go ahead and give it a blessing so it can come to fruition. Now, here are a couple of things that I suggest you try out, and that is to renew your gym membership or to just start going again. And if you don't like the gym, then commit to walking regularly or doing yoga or anything that gets you moving. And think about your diet, because it's not going to think about itself and it's not going to fix itself. The house also rules services to others, so help someone out this month. Speak to your boss about any work concerns that you may be having, and read a book about positive thinking so you can think more positively. Eat a healthy lunch or dinner every single day of this month, no exceptions. And if you haven't already, learn to meditate. This is going to help you focus on what you truly want to do. Now, the top 3 affirmations that I suggest you try out this new moon in Leo is: I am more and more organized every night. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay. My well-being is my priority, and I am getting back on track. Now, if you're having trouble expressing yourself, or if you feel like your daily grind is a little too much, then I suggest you try dabbing a little bit of tea tree oil at the base of your throat or on your wrist, or put it in your bath or your burner so it can help you out. And if this is the first time you are trying an essential oil or this particular tea tree oil, then comment down below and let me know. Now, the mantra that I suggest you try out is the mantra hum. You can chant it out loud or silently every day while you are in the shower, before or after you meditate, or at any time that feels right to you. And this is going to help you boost the chakras that you need to work on. And the chakra that you need to work on this month is your throat chakra. Again, the chakra of the month. If you've been going through the houses and chakras in order, then this will be the second time you worked on this important chakra. The throat chakra is all about communication and will, and learning to reach for what you want in life. Work on this chakra by visualizing a spinning sky blue light at the base of your throat. Ask the angels, God, the universe to help you with the communication skills that you need to get your message across. Now, the last thing that I have for you, Pisces rising, is a universal law. The law to contemplate this month is the law of compensation. Interestingly, this was the golden rule of Napoleon Hill. Whatever we do, it'll come back to us. We reap what we sow. Or, as Hill put it, when we start giving out, you'll soon begin taking in. The internal law of compensation balances everything through the universe. So it's just something that you should contemplate on and do a little research on. If you found this information useful, Pisces rising, let me know, and I will see you on the next following videos. Bye for now.